What's up, guys? It is Wednesday, May 20th. Another wonderful day as we start to phase into more of a normalcy time period. Today I was working with an athlete and he had SI joint, low back pain, a little bit of glute pain with any explosive movements. He's an offensive lineman, so any explosive movement and even coming up out of a squat position at times hurt. So with further assessment, kind of found that it was due to more of an anterior tilt of the pelvis, something that I always come back to. We've done some videos on the running with the running type assessment and treatment with the leg up and elevated with the cueing for pelvic position. Today, I'm showing you how to do this exercise on your own, a way to advance it. You can vary it with any level of resistance. I would recommend elastic resistance in the form of a band, and it's all about sustaining that pelvic tilt throughout the motion, really slowing down and learning that muscle memory in slang terms. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing single leg stance as we often do. I've looped the band around the handle around my foot here, and I'm just going overhead. I will slightly take this behind my left leg here. I'm going straight arm here with a neutral hip and leg. All right, I want that pelvic tuck to be performed before I initiate the exercise. So what I mean by that is we don't want excessive forward movement here or position of our pelvis. Okay, that puts us our glutes in an insufficient position. They can't act and fire appropriately, hence likely cause for some of the gluteal pain. They're put on more stretch and they have a harder workload. So I get the pelvis under me here. I will feel a little contraction here, and I want to go for a high rep count, somewhere between 10 to 15 reps, keeping the legs straight and not losing that pelvic position during the movement. Okay, you can progress this, taking your shoes off, working to sustain your weight bearing through that foot tripod that we've talked about in the past, being the heel, just inside of your first toe and just inside of your fifth toe, being your first and fifth MTPs, metatarsal MTPs there. That you want to be weight bearing through to keep that arch up. So you can see how I can progress that right now. Pick my shoes off. My balance will be a little worse during this. I am better balanced on my left leg than on my right. That being said, you will likely see some balance deficits here. Keeping that pelvic position. Now, you do not need a lot of resistance to make this exercise difficult. Focusing on keeping my foot contact through that tripod. Should be a straight line through my arm, torso, and leg. Like I said, I would do 10 to 15 repetitions of that. That is just one way to really emphasize movement with a good pelvic position. Now come back to that, do 2 to 3 sets of that, and work on that as a movement prep into some of your more sophisticated exercises and trainings on the sport performance side. Okay? So if you're having that low back pain, that SI joint region pain, which is where the pelvis meets the sacrum right there, or even in some pain into the glute area. Not to say that this is the cure, but consider where your pelvis is. Try to isolate that pelvic motion separate from what your body's doing, okay? A lot of compensation is to get it from the back, to arch back like so. And it's not to say we have to be here all day. We're just learning that neuromuscular control on how to move and how to isolate that pelvic movement. Thanks, guys, for listening. Hope to see you all soon.